Okay, okay, okay. I need people's help answering a very simple yet fundamental question. Has Rian Johnson ever seen a Star Wars movie before?
This is Wilfred Disney, sending a message out to all potential directors who would like to direct a Star Wars movie. The only requirement to get this job is that you have never seen a Star Wars movie and you have absolutely no ideas on the base foundation of what they are about.
I would imagine that that somewhat resembles the way that Rian Johnson got his job. I mean, am I right? One scene that really accents the point that a lot of people have made, and the title of this video, in that Rian Johnson has not seen Star Wars before, is that when Yoda comes back, he uses Force Lightning on a physical object, a tree. Yeah, that's cool and all, but why have no Force ghosts before him ever interacted in the universe? Uh, why don't Ghost Anakin, Ghost Kenobi, Ghost Qui Gon go hunt down the rest of the First Order? Would it really be that difficult for a couple of ethereal spirits who have all of eternity to just kind of float around and dispense knowledge to Jedi whenever they please, to just go find the First Order and fry them? I mean, what's wrong, guys? You preach all this crap while you're alive, but then when you have unlimited power, you don't do anything. Seems kind of hypocritical to me, but I mean, who knows?
And now you will die, rebel scum.
Lives you will not take. Smackdown you shall.
Oh, fuck.
No, but honestly, that's why a lot of people have very valid criticisms about this movie, and why I question whether Rian Johnson even understood the material that he was working with. I mean, when you have a lore breaking scene like that, it really makes it hard for me to pay attention to the movie. It completely takes me out of it, which directors and writers should not want their viewing customers to be taken out of the movie that they're creating. And me, along with many other people I know, when they saw Yoda do the Force Lightning or Leia with her crazy stuff, really just had to sit back and think about what it is they're seeing and how it affects the whole Star Wars lore and all the movies that came before it. And it's important to point out that a director being given the ability to be creative and do his own thing and create something unique is very important and needs to be done these days, because creativity and originality are completely gone from our culture in a lot of different ways. So it's important that directors be given freedom. The thing about Star Wars is, though, is that there's already so much established lore and so much established reality building and world building, that there's certain things that you can't do and certain things that don't make sense to do. So when you see Force Yoda using such an immensely powerful maneuver as calling down a bolt of lightning to destroy a tree, it really just throws everything else that we know into question. Like, why hasn't he come back and done that before? Why didn't he do that to help Luke when he was facing the Emperor? I mean, there's a lot of things that really make you think about what it is that you're seeing, and that's just not good for a director to have. I'm not sure if Rian Johnson knows this or not, but Earth does not exist in the Star Wars universe, at least the way that we see Earth now, and references to Earth humor do not really work. So when I see Poe making a Yo Mama joke when he's prank calling Hux, it's really not that ideal of a thing to put inside your movie that has nothing to do with Earth, because it completely takes you out of it. Seeing Luke Skywalker make a reference to a Jay-Z song from the early 2000s when he brushes his shoulder off. I mean, look, humor is good. Star Wars has been humorous. But this is not humor. These are forced jokes, forced Earth references that make no sense. You do not reference Earth in a movie about Star Wars. In a Star Wars movie, there is no Earth. There is no pop culture. There's no Earth pop culture. There's no way to reference a Yo Mama joke or brushing dirt off your shoulders the way that they did in this movie. It is just so egregious to me how somebody can allow this to be within a movie that Earth doesn't exist in. That makes no sense. So you're telling me that somewhere in the Star Wars universe they made up Yo Mama jokes and they made up dirt off your shoulder, brushing dirt off your shoulder. They made that up, and that's something that Jedi and First Order officers and Resistance pilots know about. That's what I have to believe when I see this movie. And that's really troubling to me, because all that shows is a lack of awareness and a lack of care put into the material. When you don't care enough to at least make sure that what you're talking about or what you're writing exists in the movie universe, all it does is speak volumes as to the fact that you do not care, or you are completely incompetent in the task that you were given. And it really, really is just mind-boggling to me. And I'm surprised not more people have brought it up. Maybe it's just because there's so many other things going on that there's more easier things to pick at, more low-hanging fruit. But just the way that the tone and the way that they did and handled these jokes and these references and these lore-breaking things is just way too much. Way too much to just be excused to the side. Oh my god, Goku's going full Super Saiyan. Jeez, when Goku goes Super Saiyan, he's almost as strong as the Hulk.